I didn't always work in abstract terms. I often worked in representation, and as I went towards abstraction, there was a lot of moments where I found it was almost impossible for me to talk about my work, that I hadn't really developed a language in which to speak about abstraction, at least with any sort of confidence. And I came across this book called The Science of the Dogon. The Dogon are a tribe from West Africa that, to the best of my knowledge, did not have a written language, but had an incredibly advanced creation mythology told through sculpture and architecture. And this guy, Blaird Scranton, he's a computer guy, and he overlaid Egyptian creation mythology, the Dogon mythology, and contemporary quantum physics. On top is chromosome splitting, and below is the Yala egg, which is also one of the ways that they explain the splitting of man and woman. There's this incredible way in which the Dogon, even without microscopes or without necessarily knowledge of the elements of matter, had this weird intuitive understanding of the elements of matter. So I started thinking to myself, of course, like what if for humans, since we have evolved from microscopic sea creatures to multi-organism encompassing walking, talking, conscious people, what if, even though it's impossible to prove this, that at each one of those stages, there is something stored in our DNA that we can access in our unconscious, so we don't understand when we use abstraction necessarily that we're communicating something empirical, but what if it's possible that we have some sort of inherited memory? And I really believe that's possible. I think you see it in ARP. I think you see it in a lot of other artists.